You moved to LA so we can be closer to each other. That's a whole 15, 20 years later. What about up until then?
Be back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Nesha here, back in the cut. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. What up to all of my oldies? I love having you guys here. If you are new here thinking about subscribing, just wait, watch the video. If you like it, do what you do down below with the subscribe button and the bell so that you're notified every time that I release, which is typically on Tuesdays, unless I decide to comment on something else. So put all your suggestions and stuff down below, okay? And also don't forget to thumbs up this video. Show your girl some love down there. I truly appreciate it, all right? So we're going to review Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 8. Episodes 1 and 2. It was a 2-hour special. I want to apologize in advance for my voice because over the weekend, I guess I got some symptoms of being sick, you know what I mean? Got the cough, the hacking up stuff and all that, and then I guess I did a little bit too much, and now my voice is like a little hoarse, and I apologize for that. So if y'all can bear with me, I'll keep talking, you know what I mean? Let's start with Stevie J and Faith Evans. I really love him in Love. You can tell, like, he really respects her, respects the relationship. She's making him a better person. I love it, okay? Now, within this 2-hour special, he introduces Eva, which is his daughter with Mimi, to Faith Evans, and he does this without letting Mimi know that he was going to do it. Now, do I feel like he was wrong for doing that? I mean, out of respect, you can, do what you told your baby mother you were going to do, which is let her meet Faith first, and then together y'all let Eva know that you're married. But instead you did what Stevie wanted to do, and that was, introduce her and let her know that you're married. I can see why Mimi is a little bit upset, but in the same breath, it's like, okay, as long as he's not hurting your daughter, she's not hurting your daughter. Scrapp. Now, Scrapp has been released to a halfway house. He's not out of prison, so one step closer to freedom, okay? His mom is extremely happy. Now, they could not get his mom and his brother to sign him out of the halfway house because y'all know, if you don't know, it's a process, okay? You have to be signed out by someone. It's just like in daycare with your baby, when your baby goes to the daycare, you have to go there. If you sign them in, you sign them out, and it's the same process with Scrapp right now in this halfway house. Now, unfortunately, his mom and his brother, they got prior history, so they wasn't able to sign him out. But don't fret, because apparently his dad, whom he thought was dead, is not actually dead, but his dad has a daughter who was able to come. So it's Scrapp's half-sister, and she was able to come and sign him out. So, Karen is pretty happy about that. The family is happy about that. And his mom tried to get him to understand, all the time you was in jail, who was really there for you? Just me, your brother, and that's it. And now you're your half-sister, so you need to consider that whenever you come back into this free world. And so while talking about all of this stuff, the good, bad, and the ugly, we start talking about the fact that, wait, you said it's my half-sister. Well, how you know about her? Well, she's from your dad's side, and, your dad, I got in touch with your dad to get to her. Well, wait, my dad? I thought he was dead. Oh, yeah, your dad, he's actually alive, and that's how I was able to get. And so Scrapp is like piecing it together, like, wait a minute, you're not telling me something. So then we find out that she's known that his dad has been alive because she says that she thought he was dead, okay? That's what word on the streets, it was a rumor that he was dead. So now she knows that her dad, or his dad, is alive. And she's been knowing this for 3 years. She never told him that. And Karen really didn't want to go adding anything on her child, and I can understand that. He's incarcerated, he's having to be told what he can do, when he can eat, how he can eat, all that other stuff. And so she didn't want to add this on him, And so I get that part, but as a grown man, and that is your son, and he's a grown man, you should have given him the option to whether or not he wanted to know more information. Like, don't just keep it from him, because then you get this result. His dad actually comes over, and at first he wasn't very receptive to him, and the whole time I'm watching, like, okay, Scrap, you gonna forget the fact that this man is the reason why you're able to leave the halfway house? Like, don't do that now. I know you're a little bit pissed off, but let's just ease into the moment. And eventually he does that. He calms down. He understands that, you know, there's a lot I need to know. I'm not going to get it all tonight, but at least I can start by saying, hi, my name is Scrapp. They don't call me, what he said, they don't call me Will, they call me Scrap, just so you know. So he reintroduced himself. I really love that, you know, and he just got to give the situation a chance, just open up to him, and just slowly but surely. Apparently his daddy had a stroke, I think. He could barely talk and stuff like that, and so, you know, just be there for him. Life is short. He was able to help you out to get you out of the halfway house. So I'm like, okay, Scrap, don't go messing it up. Just at least, you know, give the man a chance. You know what I mean? You can't go back 30 years because apparently him and his sister same age, so they like ghetto twins is what he called it. But you can't go back 30 years and correct what has happened. I mean, what happened back then. You can only correct what's going on forward. Let's talk about Spice. Now, Spice has decided that she is going to bleach her skin color. Now, the reason why she's going to do that is because she wants to be taken seriously, and she was given advice by I guess he's a talent developer or whatever. He came to see one of her performances, which, by the way, her and Tokyo are on good terms and they're friends now. But he came there to her performance, and he sat down, and he's like, I guess, peeping her out, seeing what she could do differently. And he said that she needs to change something about herself. While Tokyo felt like, no, sweetie, you need to exit. She don't need to change anything about herself. It's like, okay, this is my problem. Like, there's too many people that's just adapting to what the world wants them to look like, be like, sound like, act like. And nobody's really standing up and trying to be themselves anymore. It's like, I'm going to adapt to what you want. I'm going to go commercial. I'm going to go this. I'm going to go that. And so I agree with Tokyo when she was like, no, you don't change yourself for nobody. This is how you get this your bread and butter right here. This is what people accept. Yeah, you want to be better. You want to do something different. You want to appeal to a larger audience. Then you can do so by, I don't know, switch up something that you do, but don't go changing your whole appearance just because some damn talent developer done told you this is what you need to do. Like, no, just take it easy. Maybe change up some of your lyrics, change up the way you rap a little bit, you know, just tweak it a little bit. But you don't go drastically changing yourself because somebody else that don't even know you told you should do that, okay? So then later on, she talks to her kids on the phone, which gets her very emotional to where she makes the decision of going to actually bleach her skin, okay? Now, I was like, well, damn, you jump. Okay, so I guess she figured I got the butt, I got the breast, my face look, you know, I look straight. The only thing is it's got to be my skin color. And so I'm like, well, no, you don't necessarily have to do that. That's just too much. And you're not even at this point doing it because you want to do it. Which is why I was happy that the doctor told her, yeah, okay, well, you understand all these risks and things. And she's like, yeah, I get it. Okay, well, thank you for understanding that. But here, I'm going to actually, the next step here is to refer you to a psychologist. And this is not because I think you're crazy. This is because this is protocol. This is how we handle situations when people want to drastically change their appearance. And she got offended by that. You should not be offended by that. This is what you needed. You're scared they're going to tell you you're doing it for somebody else and not for yourself. You know what I mean? I just felt like there's a bigger way to make the statement. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go changing your color, be the sacrificial lamb just because you're trying to prove a point to somebody. And who's to say people are going to like you as a, what they call her, dance hall person or whatever. I don't know. Who's to say that they're going to like you as a white person? You know, doing that. And why would you go white? Why wouldn't you just go a little lighter? You know, if that's what you're going to do. Like, you just went from pitch black to Caucasian woman. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm happy that Tokyo, Mimi, who else? Rasheeda, I'm happy that they were trying to talk sense into her, but in the same breath, y'all are a little bit lighter than she is, so you don't see the things that she go through. And as a dark woman myself, honey, you know, sometimes, not that I get people talking about me, At least I don't know they are. But, you know, at times you look at yourself in the mirror like, damn, what would I look like if I was a little bit lighter? So I'm not going to say that thought has never crossed my mind. But what I am going to say is I ain't never thought about going to get no damn bleaching done. Okay? That's just what it is. Her Mama D literally stripping on the dang stage. It's her birthday. And she tells us that Scrappy, the Bam, and her mama are staying with Mama D because it's near time for her to have the baby or whatever, and so she's having to adapt to that. And I'm the whole time looking at this 50+ woman, and she got on this see-through thing, looked like her chi-chis was showing the nipple part, and I was like, Mama D, baby, she'll give you a laugh every freaking time. Kirk and Rasheeda. Now, Kirk and Rasheeda are still married 19+ years. They actually celebrate their anniversary within the episode. And so, baby, what is his name? Cannon, he comes over and he's basically going through his terrible 2 stage. So he's a little bit all over the place, acting just like my dang niece is right now. So, you know, where they snatch stuff, they want to hit you, they don't want you to be bothered with them, they very mean. You know, that's exactly how she's acting right now. It's so cute, but I've had to go through it with 2 of my boys, so I completely understand the mama's pain. But then, Kirk, you know, he kind of expressed that he doesn't know that all of the money he's giving to Jasmine is going to baby Cannon. So Kirk has some concerns regarding the baby, and he just feels like, you know, I always see her out and about, and it seems like he's primarily with his grandmother. So yeah, there are concerns there. Are you spending the money the way you should? Are you taking care of the child? You know, I really want to get with the grandma and Jasmine to just make sure that we're all on one accord. And so, you know, those are legitimate concerns. It happens all the time. Half of these moms get this money and go on about their business, don't give nothing to the child. So I completely understand his frustrations. I will commend Rasheeda on the way she handled the situation with having him come in. She opened her arms to him, and it was a beautiful thing. You know, she's not giving up on her marriage. Those of you that feel like she's stupid and all this other type of stuff, she's not going to just give up on her marriage. She still loves her husband. They're working on them, and she's accepting the child that was had. But she's a strong woman, okay? He had a child while he was married with you, and you're accepting that child. You know what I mean? She is a representation of what a lot of women actually go through, but we don't really know their story. So I respect Rasheeda. I know some people say that she's stupid, but I respect her, and I respect her decisions. I respect how she's handling it. Karlie Redd seems really happy in this episode, y'all. She done found her fiance, and after 5 months, they're getting married, and she's planning this engagement party, and she's really happy with the way that his relationship is with her daughter, and so it's just a beautiful thing. We're introduced to a lady named Pooh, which is, what's his name? Hiram. That's his wife or whatever, and apparently he is something to do with music. I don't know whether he's a singer, a producer. I don't know what he does, but it's something in music. I've never heard of him, but apparently New Edition was on tour, and it meant something to him. You know what I mean? They on tour, he's on tour. So I don't know what he does for them. I don't know if he's like a band member. I don't know. But anyway, we found out that Karlie Redd doesn't really like Pooh, although they used to be friends, they're no longer friends. And it's because Pooh, she acts like she's single, and she kind of like messes with Karlie's men. And not only that, like, she talks about how she has an open relationship with her husband. While he's away, you know, the girls play. And I'm like, well, I don't get down like that. I guess I'm a little traditional. Nobody else come in this damn room besides me and my husband. And I'm just going to be frank with you, okay? So I don't understand these women that say that they let somebody, you letting all these spirits in your bedroom. Like, I don't understand how women do this. Married women do this. I guess they say it keeps it fresh. But baby, I don't play like that. And so Karlie was feeling the same way. Dang, what's the girl name? Erica Dixon is on this season. She felt the same way. Like, boy, ain't nobody else coming up in this thing. Mimi, you know, I guess some people are just free like that. But I can never, Okay, Pooh visits Karlie's shop, and then she's not being all fake and phony because Karlie's like, look, my shop been here 3 years and you've never come by here. Now all of a sudden you want to come, what's up? And she's like, well, I want to say that, you know, you didn't really invite me to the engagement party, like what's going on? And she's like, well, you know, basically I don't rock the way you rock. Like all the stuff you do, I don't do that. I'm trying to change my life, surround myself with better people, and you just not one of them. And then Pooh starts talking about how she done been sexually entertained by Karlie Redd and all of this, y'all. And I'm like, wait a minute. Karlie Redd is saying it didn't happen. You saying it did happen. Who lying on a CUDA? And why the hell did you feel the need to blast it if it really did happen? Why did you want to blast that? She just not that into you anymore. Like, you're not her cup of tea anymore. I just didn't get it. The last thing that we're going to talk about is Stevie J, Faith Evans, and Mimi. They met up and they're talking about basically, where do we go from here? You already done told my child you want her to move to LA. You already done told her that you're married, all of which we were supposed to talk about amongst ourselves as adults first and then bring it to the child. But you decided to go a step further and just do it yourself. I'm not feeling that. You know what I mean? Especially with the fact that you are letting her meet up with Faith and we haven't even discussed this shit. I haven't met her yet. So she's like, basically, what the hell is wrong? You know, legitimate reasons to be upset. So Stevie J basically, you know, he's a changed man. He's like, look, yeah, I know I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be better. You know, I shouldn't have done it like that. And then before you know it, Faith Evans and Mimi then teamed up together and they talking about him. You know, it's not always what Stevie wants. It's what's best for the situation and what's best for the child. You know what I mean? And so, it was real cute. Basically, it seems like Faith Evans and Mimi, they're filling each other together. They're going to work to keep Stevie J ass in line. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Mimi would actually move to LA just to, you know, appease Stevie J. I don't know that she would do that. But I'm just happy that the whole meeting worked out for all of them, okay? And with that being said, guys, that's all I'm going to talk about here. Go ahead and get into the comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And until next time, bye.
Yeah, low key, maybe high key. I been peeped that you like.